Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. Up in Millcreek Canyon, Utah on a Sunday morning. I'm over here at Upper Box Elder turnoff. And one of my favorite parts about Millcreek Canyon is that there's so many places for families and picnics. And the canyon's only about 9 miles long to the top. And it's just a great place no matter what. If you're by yourself or if you're with a group, like the cyclist that just rode by. It's a beautiful place to be. It's just off of 3800 South on the Wasatch Boulevard on the upper east bench of Utah in Salt Lake. During the summer months, these facilities are available for use. This is the Amy Smith Group site, just up the trail a little bit. Then there's the Sarah Skidmore. That's actually occupied, so we're not going to go up there. As you can see, there's places to put your portable stove or portable barbecues. Right there's for charcoal, briquettes. Plenty of seating room, and they have these cement fire pits to help prevent forest fires. When you come here, after you've done your fire, you're supposed to put it out. There's plenty of water because the creek's right there. And just down here is a connecting bridge. That leads to trails and other picnic sites. Here's some more of the trails that I mentioned where you can just explore and have some fun. Gives the kids a lot to do. There is poison ivy and poison oak up here, but they do make an effort to control that. Coming back to the bridge. Now on the left-hand side, there's this pooled water here, and there are trout in it. Most of these are natural trout, because several years back they actually shocked the creek and killed all the fish. I am 95% certain. Back in the early 90s, they would stock the fish a couple times a week, a couple times a month. The limit of trout back then was 8 per day per person. Even though there's no campfire pits up here, this is the space that I was talking about. We're now about 200 yards off of the road. There's more trails that lead up the mountain, that go to the left, the right. Just plenty of places to explore. If you look closely, you can see a trout right there above my fingernail. So why come up to Millcreek? My personal reasons are I've been coming up here since I was in high school. My friends and I, we would ride our mountain bikes up here from the base, actually from our houses. And then we would go down again. We'd take our rollerblades up here. I'd always come fishing here, mostly by myself, but occasionally with my dad. The campgrounds are open till, or the picnic areas are open till 10. And the exit fee is only $3. Back then it was only $2. But if you can hear behind me, the stream just kind of melts your cares away. You can come up here and just spend a few minutes up here and be comforted or calmed, or just, I don't know, just relax from just the sounds and hanging out. The smells of the plants, the air is clearer up here. Not as many mosquitoes as there is in the valley. But it's just so close to Salt Lake. It's just a nice place to come. Remember this video that I filmed during the winter, where the dam used to be, and there was a pool where you could catch lots of fish? Here it is without snow. The pool used to be right here. The cement dam was right here. This trail used to go down right here, or right here. and access the pool at the bottom of the dam. It's completely gone. So they've graded the stream. They've put those barriers across. I don't know what they're called. They break the water flow, slow it down, causes less erosion. They've installed some big boulders. Meow. You don't have to go very far in Millcreek to see beautiful scenery. Very green. And that's the road right there. Right now, we are heading up to the top of Millcreek Canyon. Thought I'd show you guys what's actually up here. Mentioned before that canyon's only about 9 miles long. Plenty of picnic areas. About every quarter mile it feels like at this point. I'm about 4 or 5 miles up. You'll notice that the road has gotten a lot narrower. It gets kind of sketchy at times where you really have to go slow. The speed limit's 30 miles per hour, but you're really risking it if you go anything faster than like 15, 20 miles per hour. And I just decided to stop, smell the roses a little bit. This canyon is so beautiful. I was feeling like there's a rush to get to the destination. But if you stop and look around a little bit, you'll see a lot more to life, especially the canyon that meets the eye as you're going up the canyon, just trying to get there. One thing I've appreciated or learned growing up in Salt Lake in my teenage years was riding up the canyon in Millcreek, because I lived in Holiday. Riding up the canyon, you take time to notice more things. In a car, it just doesn't happen. But on a bike, you see wildlife, you hear things, you smell things, and you just appreciate it a lot more. So I would invite everyone to get out of your cars, just stop and walk, or just stop and listen. Because if you take 1 square foot of land and just stare at it in the mountains, you'll see, if you focus long enough, you'll see bugs, you'll see wildlife, you'll see life. You'll see how amazing that this earth really is. Check this out. Hashtag no filter. YOLO. Is this not like an Instagram moment? You're like, got up at 3 a.m. to get this awesome shot. Man, I hiked 10 miles to reach this abandoned wall. 5 miles up this abandoned canyon that was once struck by an atom bomb, where they tested nuclear bombs here. And now they don't allow people. But I followed the trends on the internet. I found out when the government's not going to be here, and I made it. Check this out. Look at the deterioration of this concrete. Whew. They found me. There was someone here. I almost got arrested, you guys. Holy cow. I expect this video to go viral. At least 2 million hits in 2 days. Holy cow. I don't know what that was, but standing next to that wall, my goodness, I attracted a lot of attention. On a serious note though, I just pulled off the side of the road less than a quarter mile up from where I was talking to you before and doing that nonsense running. Check this out. I think this is a yarrow plant, but if you're wondering where your bees are, you might want to check Millcreek Canyon. These aren't really your typical honeybees. Check this out. Look at the different types. It's a real small bumblebee type. Usually they're as big as the tip of my finger. And then there's this other type here. It's real tiny. Where did it go? There it is. And look at the tip of my finger. I don't think they have stingers. I don't want to find out. Oh boy. That guy is not. I don't want to experience that guy's stinger. You see that? That's gotta hurt. Anyway, look at all these bees. My favorite of all trees is the quaking aspen. As the wind blows, the leaves rattle. It's a real calming effect. It's just really nice in combination with the other sounds of nature. So you're hauling butt down the road at a maximum 30 miles per hour speed limit, and you notice the creek going on the bridge. Okay, no big deal, but let's check this out. Alright, so what do you guys think? Is my mentality or thinking of going off the side of the road and just enjoying the small little parts of streams, is that something that would interest you? Am I the only one in this world that kind of looks for little things like that? I really don't know. So just to emphasize my point, you know, you go real fast in the car and pass all of this, but I've literally explored like a 90-foot area, 30 by 30 probably, and there's just so many beautiful things to look at. Millcreek Canyon's, the stream, everything's kind of miniature, so if you like fairy gardening type small things, you can really find a lot of lichen on the rocks and just kind of just cool stuff to look at. The road's getting a lot narrower. Getting to the final stretch of the canyon here. The road is narrowing. It's less than 2 lanes, one each way. A lot more bikes, a lot more cars coming down. Just past the lower Big Head trailhead. Elevation 7,600 feet. hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Millcreek. This is just a scratch on the surface of this canyon. Only explored a couple places, and then I showed you the top of the canyon. I'll probably be making more, so if you want to subscribe and hit the notification button, the bell, I'll see you soon.